the one and only DJ Chase. I am back. You know the vibes we here today on a gorgeous day, man. A gorgeous Friday. Enough for all of that, man. We got the let me know what. Let me do this like this. Today's episode is brought to you by College Radio Directory. Use the promo code DJ Chase. You get in touch with a lot of college radio stations, promote their music, and Groover, the hottest platform that allows you to get in touch with labels, playlist curators such as myself, and get real feedback. You know what I'm saying? So enough for all of that. Right now, we got buzzing, popping. Richmond, Virginia R&B artist Dezzae. Dezzae, what's going on? Peace and blessings. How you feeling today, brother?
Man, I can't complain, man. Can't complain.
For sure, man. It's a beautiful day where you at. I see you know enjoy some of us get to enjoy some of this nice southern living, as I call it.
Right, right. I already got the Proud Royal in the freezer, so
For sure. What you got planned for Juneteenth weekend? What you got planned?
nothing much. Pretty chilled. I'm not performing or doing anything, but it is a event that I'm gonna go to
Hmm.
just to show participation and support. But that's about it. Honestly, that's about it. I'm a part of this
Yeah.
network, this company thing that we got going on, called the Full Package. So I'm just basically a part of it,
Mm.
as a team member, but just helping get artists and stuff like that together and stuff.
For
So
sure, for sure. I
yeah,
like to hear that for sure, man. Now I want to get into the background a little bit. Like I said, you're a buzzing artist, you know what I'm saying? You're R&B and everybody's looking for R&B right now. R&B is making a nice little run, nice little comeback. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So you were born in Richmond, Virginia, or Richmond all day or
yeah. So I'm born in Richmond, Virginia.
Mhm.
However, I'm raised in Victoria, Virginia,
Okay.
which is like it's the sticks. I always tell people, if you watch the heat of the night, that's what Victoria look like still to this day. So,
Yeah.
so yeah,
For
I'm in
sure, for
country.
sure.
Yeah,
Got you. And so basically you repping more or less Victoria, Virginia, correct?
right. I'm repping more Victoria, but I was just born in Richmond, So
Okay.
yeah,
Got
yeah.
you. So how was it like growing up in Victoria? Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't really hear a lot of people coming from Victoria. I never really met a lot of people. So how was it growing up
Yeah.
there?
Well, I honestly, growing up in Victoria, I mean, it's pretty quiet. It's a lot of racism there.
Mm,
I mean, deep racism.
mm.
The
You
only
always hear,
person I met him.
not to cut you off. I always hear about Danville, the one that always tell me Danville. So I didn't know
Yeah,
Victoria was like that too.
yeah. The thing about Danville got a little bit more to do. Like Danville got fast food restaurants and
Yeah, yeah.
stuff like that, but we ain't got shit.
Okay.
Like everything closes around 10 o'clock. We ain't got no mall. We ain't got no McDonald's. We ain't got nothing. Literally. I know people be like, "Yo,
Uh,
you being dramatic when I mention the heat of the night." I'm like, no, literally.
yeah, yeah.
Like it's really small, but honestly, it's not bad growing up there. It's just that you just got to know um what you want. You got to know when you grow up, you know it's not the place to stay.
Mm,
You get yourself together, get your high school diploma,
mm,
and leave because there's nothing there. There's no jobs there,
mm,
no opportunity there. Not even just for black people, just for the youth in general.
mm.
Just get your education, get your shit together, and book. Period.
Got
Um,
you.
so, it's not a bad town. It's just a lot of things can change. They're just very old timey and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I feel you, man. And did you grow up with both your parents or just your mom or your dad?
Just my mom. My
Okay.
dad came around here and there, but my mom decided to keep me away from him
Mm.
because he's an alcoholic. But that's mostly where my musical talents come from, my father.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah,
I feel you. I know how that goes, man. And so your
yeah.
father was he like did he like pursue, because it's all part of the journey. You know what I'm saying? That's why I kind of asked that
Oh
question.
man,
Like,
yeah.
did he pursue music or like
He
how did that go?
of course, man. Of course.
Yeah.
He's a bass guitarist. And he had did a lot of stuff for a lot of people in the industry back in the day. The Folkadelics, George Clooney,
Yeah, yeah.
all them and stuff like that, like back in the day. Very well known in the church community when it come down to playing the guitar.
Mm,
especially Danville and in South Boston, Farmville, and because he's from Farmville. He
mm.
went to school with Rage.
Yeah, Lady
Well, we
Rage.
we
Yeah.
call her Robert, yeah, because she's from Farmville
Yeah,
too.
yeah. My cousin. He's from Vaughn. He went to Cumberland High, so my cousin's from Cumberland.
Yeah,
So my good friend.
yeah.
I'm. All, I'm
So
actually, I might go back up there to go visit him. So my uncle Tim
yeah,
is up
so
there. Yeah.
and I never met her, but that's my mom met her a few times like around the way.
Hmm.
A few, before she passed, like I guess back in the 90s or whatever.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah. So he basically got his own thing going on. He have his own demons and stuff, and he kind of
Hmm.
sabotaged his own career and stuff with his choices and things like that. But we have no dealings
Hmm.
at all, and
I
I'm
understand.
blessed not to.
I understand.
So it is. Yeah.
Nah, for sure. And, like I said, when you talk about that part of your story, stuff like that is needed because people, they want to know what inspires the sound, inspires R&B,
Right.
inspires the music. So, that's what it, sometimes life happens. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's
Yeah.
goes through different things with family members and stuff like that. And I want to ask you a question. Did you take up music in high school or did you like start in high school or you
Oh
started
man.
later?
Sheesh, man.
Yeah.
Uh, that that started from when I was in the choir at 5 years old, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, and it started on up. So from age 5 all the way up, dark choirs, church choirs, competitions from middle school to high school to community college. I was always in some kind of
Yeah.
music competition, always in chorus.
Yeah, yeah.
I did more music in school than sports. I
Oh,
know
wow.
people
Okay.
find that hard to believe because I'm a big guy.
Yeah,
And but I did more music than sports, so that there you have it.
yeah. For sure. So at 5, you was like, you know what, you want to do this music thing full time? Because a lot of
Right.
people they do music growing up, but then they start falling off after a while and just like get a job or
Yeah.
have a kid or something like that. So at what point did you realize, you know what, you wanted to be do music full time?
When I was 5, I realized it at an early age because on the gospel circuit, I realized it.
Okay.
But when it come down to, because when people ask that question, I got to really break it down because
Yeah.
singing is one thing, ministry is another thing, and also singing and performing, songwriting, R&B
Yeah.
music is kind of different.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for me, as far as singing, I always knew I wanted to sing. I always knew I wanted to entertain, but where I come from, it's a small town, man. Nobody
Yeah.
big came from that town besides one person,
Yeah.
and she did background for James Brown for many years, like over 25 years. Her
Hmm.
name is Martha High.
Okay.
And she's like the only dark skinned lady with blonde hair in
Yeah.
the background, background singing for James Brown. Like
Yeah.
legit. But
Yeah.
she's from Victoria, but she, was basically moved to Washington. I mean, she's like probably 70 something now, but
Yeah. Yeah.
more of the story is, for me, looking at a lot of other people that I was inspired by, like Mary J. Blige and,
Mm.
Jodeci, Heavy D,
Yeah. Yeah.
Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston and Christopher Williams. A lot of people that came way before me.
Mm.
Even R. Kelly, despite his situations.
Yeah.
But my thing is like I look up to a lot of them vocally, Charlie Wilson and
Mm. Mm.
Shirley Murdoch, Zapp. A lot of these people, Prince.
You know your
So
music for sure. You know your music
oh yeah,
definitely.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I looked up to a lot of them, and I knew that I wanted to be on stage because I was never afraid to showcase my talent in front of people. But see, that was gospel.
Mm,
I never wrote anything or didn't start writing anything and performing secular music like R&B
mm.
music on a professional level until I was like literally 22,
Damn.
like
Okay.
performing, not 22, 2022.
Okay.
That's when I started doing it like on a professional level.
Okay.
Because again, I was recording. I started recording at like what 19. I started writing at 17. But
Mm.
then we had what MySpace and stuff. We didn't really have Distrokid and all this
Yeah.
stuff
Yeah. Yeah.
now.
So it's hard to get you
So
had to
I
press
would
up CDs and
right.
stuff like that.
I
Yeah, it's
put it on a
expensive. Yeah,
CD
on the
and
CD.
just
Yep.
toss it out to people. Right.
Yeah.
And but I started when I moved up here. I
Mm.
kicked it into another gear, and it's like, oh shit, like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a dope place for like a lot of independent artists. I'm like a
Mm.
baby to the 757, so it started picking up, and
Yeah, the beach
then
is
I
pretty
noticed
good.
that
Yeah, the beach is pretty good. Have you been in New York yet? Oh no.
I have not, bro.
You would love New York. It's not as gospel friendly, but you just like don't live in New York, but just like, visit and perform and then get out. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
that's that's what it's
And
for,
it's
you know.
and it's like people like with I'm good, like with the track I'm good.
Mm,
Um I wanted to when I wrote I'm good, I was kind of nervous on doing it because I knew people were gonna try to get me to do gospel again or try to bring me back into the church to do
mm,
gospel. And I'm like, I'm church trained and I'm from the church, but
yeah.
I'm not a holy roller, So it's
Yeah.
like I don't be like glory to God, hallelujah, and I don't do all of that,
The extra acting,
and I'm
yeah.
not shaming those who do,
Yeah.
But my thing is like I'm an artist,
Mm,
so ain't no telling what I might write about, ain't no telling what I might say, you never know.
yeah, yeah.
But
All right.
that one in particular was my story, you know?
Yeah, 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 for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. And I want to ask this too. So, like, all right, so we got to do this one time real quick. Trey Songz or Chris Brown? Who you got?
Oh man. Oh, Chris. Chris.
Yeah, Chris.
I'm gonna break it down to you on why I said
Okay,
Chris. Not
okay,
because he sold more records, not because he had more longevity,
yeah,
and not because he's an amazing dancer. Um, I think Chris Brown is an overall better artist than Trey Songz because if a person can't sing live to me like that,
yeah.
to me they're not really a singer.
Mm,
Um,
got you.
I feel Trey can sing, but he can't carry like Chris.
Mm,
And Chris has more diversity with him.
yeah.
Trey only dibbled and dabbled in R&B and hip hop. That's
Okay,
it.
okay.
But Chris did dabbled in,
Afro
techno,
beats, techno, Afrobeat.
R&B,
Yeah.
you
Mm,
know,
gotcha.
some of every damn thing. And he's written for
Yeah,
several people and
yeah,
produced for other people. So
yeah.
yeah.
Got you,
But I
got
love
you.
Trey Songz though. I fuck with Trey Songz heavy.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it's
yeah.
definitely
For sure, man. And I was reading, man, you auditioned for American Idol. How was that?
oh man. So I wasn't gonna do it because at the time my mom' health was declining, and I knew she wasn't gonna be there to support me because she was at home.
Mm,
So she was like, just go, just go. So I went, and when I went, I got picked for the first round, but they didn't. Yeah, I didn't get through.
yeah.
But the process was crazy because like it was hot as hell, and it
Yeah.
was like we was in line for like I don't know 10 hours, but it
Damn.
was cool. It was cool. It was cool. I did the same thing for the X Factor back in what 2012. I had
Yeah.
auditioned for the X Factor in North Carolina. Same
Uh-huh.
process and same thing. So I said at this point,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just stick to doing it
Yeah.
on my own, and
Yeah.
yeah.
For sure. And then one more highlight that, before we get into some music, you was offered a record deal from Dorothy Norwood. How was that? Like, what was that? Like, why? Okay.
Yeah,
How
so
did that transpire? What's the
so
story behind that?
so actually the same year I auditioned for American Idol.
Yeah.
A few months later, my mom's health got really bad to the point I had to be with her all the time or most of the time.
I understand. Yeah.
So, and she was in Richmond because her health was declining like
Hmm.
fast. And she was in Richmond MTV, and I got a call from someone at my church and was like, "Hey, I know your mom is sick, and it's in God's hand, but we have an opportunity for you, or think you it'll be a great opportunity for you to do." And
Hmm.
I'm like, "What's going on?" And she said, "Well, Dorothy Norwood is coming down, and she's seeking background singers and giving out, want to offer a contract for background singers, and it could potentially be something else. And we
Hmm.
didn't think about no one but you because we, watched you grow from the time you were 5 and on up, and you still got that amazing voice on you, and you're anointed, all that stuff."
Yeah.
And I said, I can't take it, and I was
Oh wow.
crying and crying and crying and crying, and
Yeah.
and then here we are nearly 10 years later. I'd have put myself on TV, I'd have
Yeah.
did this and I did that before even meeting the manager, and that was to the point where I need a manager to get me the fuck up out of Virginia. Like, you know what I'm saying? I need someone to
Yeah,
do the
yeah.
things that I'm running out of. I'm not saying running out of options, but there's so much an independent artist can do. So if a manager can come in and step in and assist
Hmm.
to give them more exposure outside of here and can create a good business
Yeah.
flow and a good friendship, let's go. I'm all for it. So here we
Understood
are.
that. Understood. I dig that. And who's your favorite R&B artist right now? Like, who you feeling right now?
Oh gosh, man.
Because there's a lot of new R&B out. So who you feeling right now?
I don't really have one like of this generation.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I don't really got one of this generation.
You ain't got no Brent Fires, no Lucky
Because it's
Day,
like
nobody like that. You got nobody like that you rocking with? I don't think
Lucky
that,
Days
I don't
was
I don't think they
Lucky
can sing
Days
either though.
cool.
I don't think they can sing either. I'm just teasing you
Yeah,
because they can't sing.
yeah.
They can't
It
sing.
ain't it
Yeah.
ain't for me R&B is more than talking
Yeah.
singing, and it's a style that they do today.
Yeah. It
Like
sounds
Summer
it sounds
Walker and the
funny. Yeah, it
girls,
sounds funny. Yeah, it sounds funny.
yeah,
Yeah. I agree.
like poetry with a melody,
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I don't like it either.
you know. And there's no shade towards a lot of them. I did buy Summer Walker last album. I did like it. I was going through some personal shit, but
For
it was cool.
sure.
I will say some of them, like some of the females
Mm,
of today, like I guess like the little poppy type of thing. I do like Kalani. Kalani dangerous.
okay.
Um, she's really dangerous. Oh shit, it's not a lot of them, bro.
Got you.
It's not a lot of
No,
them,
no,
man.
I'm good. I'm good. This like I said, I like to get, I like to ask when I interview. I like to ask what people listen to. You know what I'm saying? Because they be like, "All right,
Yeah.
who you listen? Who are you listening to?"
Oh,
And yeah, okay,
it is one. It is one that I do like that somebody turned me on to, and people not hip to her yet.
okay.
Cleo Soul.
I think my wife listens to her. I think my wife definitely listens to her.
Cleo Soul. I think she's big in London, but she have a
Mm,
song called Promises,
yeah, yeah,
and it just, I just, mm, yeah.
yeah, for
It's
sure,
just a
man.
few. It's a few, just a few. But
For
yeah,
sure, for sure, man. And I want to ask this question too. I always ask people this too. You like the stage better or you like the studio better?
stage.
Stage, okay.
Because that's how I was brought up. Whether the mic working or not, same.
Stage.
Whether the drums, the drum player show up, piano player show up, same. The track
Yes,
stop
sir.
or no
Yeah,
track at all, same. But
yeah.
in the studio, for me, I get. I'm not gonna say scared. It's just the studio is annoying because you gotta stay in the pocket,
Mm,
but at the same time, when you're church trained and you like to sing live, you're doing things live at a show that you thought about you should have did on the record, but the fact that you did that live and you went up higher live and you had uh pushing the gas more live goes to show you how much of a great artist and a great singer
hmm.
that you are, because the studio can only take you so far,
Yeah,
and they'll clean you up nice and neat, and sometimes when you're on the stage can't nobody clean you up.
yeah. Yep.
So I always prefer the stage, man.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Even me when I DJ, people ask me all the time. I'm like, well, see, I get booked because I'm a good live DJ. So that's the thing. Like,
Yeah,
people, you got a lot of DJs that hide behind the internet now, and mixes and fake mixes and all that, like fake pushing button DJ. Like, I'm like, no, I could rock a crowd. You know what I'm saying? So I totally understand
yeah.
where you're coming from. And
Because
now,
I'm the type of
yeah,
because I'm the type of artist. If the crowd is big enough, a lot of people or not, I'll move. I like cordless mics,
yeah, yeah,
wireless
yeah,
mics, because I like to move. I don't stand still, and I
yeah.
want to go out there. I want to go
Yeah.
fuck with somebody.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yes, sir, yes,
that's
sir.
just that's me.
For sure, man. And I want to ask this too. Now, I want to get into some music right now. The new record, "I Can Only Be Me," dropped in March. What inspired that
Yeah.
record?
Just a lot of stuff. Like a lot of people always, feel like they are not enough, or they feel like they're weird, or they feel like people don't love them, or they sometimes they feel like they don't love themselves. And in reality,
Mm,
when they look at Instagram, they look at the world, the politics, like, well, maybe I should
yeah.
be this size, or maybe, I should do this style, or maybe I
Mm,
should do that, because da, and in reality, what you're seeing is could be something that's not real.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Because it's the internet world. And in reality, no matter what nobody call you, only God can judge you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Nobody got a heaven and hell to put you in. So whether you do good or bad,
Mm,
they
yeah,
still gonna talk about you. So
they are. They
just be
are.
yourself. You got
Yeah.
one life. Just be yourself. There ain't no encore, ain't no, no, redos. You just be yourself. So
Yeah.
and more of the story is, take me for who I am.
Yeah. Yeah. So, are you working with any producers exclusively? Like, you working with any producers, like just dedicated producers right now?
Um, no, not really. I have uh two in particular I work with from Virginia here,
Yeah. Yeah.
but that's about it.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Cool, man. And
Yeah.
yeah.
These, I mean, they work with other people before. Like, I know one just got a placement for I think one of the housewife shows or whatever.
Mm.
Uh, and the other one he's worked with uh shit, Knox and Bink and stuff like that from Virginia. They big heavy, heavyweight producers in the
Yeah.
hip hop
Big is
world.
a legend. Yeah.
But
Big is a
that's
legend. Yeah.
about it. I haven't. Yeah, yeah, because
Mm.
they both from Norfolk, Bink and Knox. So yeah.
Okay. Got you. Got you. And what is
I
like one of the
actually
yeah.
I actually met them too before too,
Okay.
through their producer, and they were really chill. Like they were like normal people, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And what has been like one of the hardest things you had to deal with in the music business? Like, you've been through, like I said, I lost my mom too in 2022, so I totally understand the pain of that. You know what I'm saying? What has been one of the
Yeah.
hardest things that you had to deal with in the music business?
I want to say like the hardest thing I had to deal with is probably people not taking people serious.
Mm.
And they don't take them serious, and then what they end up doing is once they realize that the person is moving or the person is doing such and such, and then they want to creep back around like, oh,
Yeah,
what's up, bro?
yeah,
Oh yeah, we
yeah,
all going up, bro. And it's
yeah.
like, nah, I don't fuck with you. And I'm very blunt. Like a lot of people, like when I do a lot of interviews and stuff,
Yeah,
I always get like the same energy. People are like you act like you just so like down to earth, you so cool.
yeah, yeah.
And I am, but in reality, I have a different side behind the curtain,
Mm.
meaning that if I paid you to do a job or I got this going on, that going on, I need you to do the same for me like you did for your little friend that was on the stage. Don't fuck with my mic.
Yeah,
Don't fuck with my mic. Don't do this and do
yeah,
that because we have a conversation because
yeah.
my reputation is out there and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm.
I'm an artist. So if you take your trashy ass fucking friend being serious while they just smoking a blunt, running up and down the stage, you can't understand shit they saying, but they goofing off because it was a plug from them,
Yeah,
from their homeboy.
yeah.
So back to taking it serious. Some people don't take the art serious, and then they're her artist in the studio. Like, yeah, yeah, he good. And then they see the artist or she's good, and they see the artist live. It's like,
Mm.
oh well, damn.
They good, good.
They real good
They
because
real
they do
good.
things better live than in the studio. Meaning that the emotion and the generant is because I don't sing I'm good the same way I sing it in the studio.
Yeah,
There are
yeah.
similarities, but when I sing it live, I go higher. I might run. I
Mm.
might, uh, I might sing lower, but most of the time I sing higher. And I
Mm.
jump in a pocket and I get out.
Mm.
And people be so shocked. They were like, wait, where did that soprano shit come from? Where
Yeah.
that come from? You know, I always tell people that
For
I'm like,
sure, King. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
when I
love that. I love that. And I want to ask this
when
question.
I
One of my last questions is this before we get out of here, man. Do you want to stay independent or you want to get signed?
I would like a distribution deal,
Mm.
just for I guess like what you call it, like uh exposure. So I
Mm.
would like to do like a distribution deal, and if I do get signed, I
Yeah.
would like to have the rights to all my music. I do want it to be. I want to be in creative control.
Mm.
I don't want them to have my music and then they take my.
Yeah, yeah, I feel
So
you.
possibly it could be if it's the right deal. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Yeah, definitely, definitely. And my last question I ask this to everybody. I always ask this. If you follow my podcast, you will know. Now, I always ask this. You're an artist. You've been doing this for quite some time. You've been through a lot of different trials, tribulations, and then some. What advice would you have for anybody getting into the music business?
Do your research and protect your music.
Yeah,
Also realize that you can show emotion, but show that last when it comes down to business.
yeah.
Get the business done, you know. Make a name for yourself. Let your character speak for itself, and then you worry about the money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that
Take
answer.
care of business first. Don't
Yeah,
don't think this is gonna be you gonna dish out more money
yeah,
than you're gonna earn money in the beginning. But
yeah.
that's only if you stick through it and just keep a positive mind with what you do.
Yeah, yes, sir. And on that note, man, Dezzae, my guy, Richmond, Virginia's own. You know what it is, man. We here 90757. I don't want to get beat up. I don't want to say the wrong zip code or area code, the 434, the 757. There's so much going on. You know what it is, man. Is there EP coming out? What's up?
I'm not gonna drop an EP right now. I'm gonna still keep working on getting my name out there in other states, and
Yeah,
then I'm
yeah,
follow back up. Probably 2026. Yeah,
yeah. Okay,
never know.
2026. All right, sheesh. Okay.
Never know.
You know this, man, my guy. Where can they find you? Where can they get in touch with you? All that. Plug your social media. Plug everything.
All right, so you can follow me on Instagram, Dezzae_music. Also on Facebook, Cordez is with the K, so it's Kordez, space Hayes, Heze. So that's where you can find me on Facebook. As far as all streaming platforms, Dezzae. You can
Yeah,
find me on Spotify, YouTube,
yeah,
Pandora, Amazon Music, Apple Music,
yeah.
Deezer, every damn way.
You know this, man,
Um,
my guy.
so yeah.
You already know, you're locked in right now. DJ Chase, the pregame party Miss podcast. My guy Dezzae, the new single out now. Only I can be me. I can only be me. You know this, man. Out now is gonna be blasting off whenever they fix my damn radio station, WDJC DB DJ Chase Radio. Yeah, it's long story, bro. It's the white man don't want us to be great, bro.
Like
Nah, you know this, man. YouTube DJ Chase TV, DJChase.net. Go and get that merch. Spotify podcast, Apple Podcast, WDJC, DB, DJ Chase Radio, and we are out. Sure.